Hey guys, my name's Jonah Battle, and today we're going to be scaping the second aquarium. We won't only be doing that, we'll also be kind of doing updates, trying to field my bluegill, a mealworm, which is going to be interesting, and talking about my philodendron plants. Philodendrons are also called pothos. I don't know why, but I know them as both, so I'll say both. I hope you enjoy this video. Hey guys, so sadly I didn't feel motivated to film this until right about now. So right now I'm doing a water change and I'm doing the Tankscape. This will be part of the vlog thing, not one of the scaping videos, because I'm not going to keep it this way, I don't think, but it's just how I'm going to have it right now. As you can see, I took all the, for this tank, since I had been in the environment that these fish are from, I kind of saw that, like, there was a lot of man-made stuff there, like, a lot of concrete pieces, I should say. So any concrete pieces or concrete looking pieces that I found in the field behind my house, I saved for this Tankscape. And those are right over here. Then I have more like normal looking rocks over here. I don't know exactly how well you can see it because I'm trying not to have a bunch of glare from this light. I just cleaned off the side, so the water's really murky and I'm in the middle of doing a water change, but I'm going to do the Tankscape real quick. I'm going to take these plates, there's 4 of them, and I'm going to build them up at like a, kind of like a house. So I'm going to have 3 or 4 of these rocks, then a plate, another 3 or 4, then a plate, and then I'm just going to build it up. Then I'll have those 2 plants, I don't know how well they're doing, in the back, and at some point I will probably add one of my philodendrons into this tank. So I guess without further ado, I'm going to do a time lapse and kind of Tankscape. Okay, so this will be my first time stepping back and looking at it. Let's see. I wouldn't say it looks bad. It doesn't look really sturdy, but like I'll test it by when I'm dropping, like putting in the water back to fill the tank back up. I will pour it on it to make sure it's sturdy and everything. But it looks really bad right now because you can't see it. Because of all the poop in the water. That's kind of basically what I said with my other tank when I was scaping it. Speaking of my other tank, so my frog, she eats pellets. Actually, here, wait, she eats these pellets right here in the middle. And if you stick your hand in and drop them right in front of her, because she's not scared of like my hand or anything, she'll just eat it right like that, and it's way less wasteful if you do that instead of dropping them in and then having them go random places where she won't find them. And I fed her so many times that it wasn't even funny. Like, her stomach was expanding, and I kind of scared myself, but like it was just hilarious because she'd take it every single time, and she's just crazy. But she's really fun, my frog, and I actually pet her, which is really weird because obviously she's an aquatic frog. Here, I'm just gonna do this real quick. She's obviously an aquatic frog, and to pet her is just really kind of interesting. I'm trying to make it so it's bigger in the back than it is in the front because I don't want to be able to look into the gravel more like it slopes. I was just gonna do that real quick. Okay. Yeah, this is just a clip. It's like Tuesday right now, and obviously I'll be posting this during the weekend, so I just wanted to do a clip while I was doing this. So like I just said, I obviously did that on Tuesday. Now it's Saturday, and the next stuff you'll see I did on Saturday. I also did a water change in this fish tank because there's a lot of tannins in it, and that doesn't really bother me, but the water's really yellow compared to the other tank. So yeah, now you'll be seeing the other stuff I've done today. Hey guys, so you're gonna have to tell me if this is way too much glare, because the last video I did, I'm pretty sure there was tons of glare and it was terrible, but I didn't really realize at the time. But yeah, so this is after I've done the scape. This is a little while after, and I'm actually really enjoying it. It's really cool having that in the like the corner. But what's really weird is my bluegill, which is the big fish right in the middle. He's not hiding behind it. I thought he would, but he's not. He's like sitting over by the filter, which I think that I'll be talking about the filter in this video, because I meant to do that like 2 weeks ago or something like that, but I forgot. Anyway, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you might have seen that we got feeder insects, like here's a mealworm. Oh, I got mealworms and some crickets. Now, these aren't for my fish, the feeder insects, but I can use them for my fish. And I've kind of trained the bluegill that, like, he'll come up right up close to the glass when I have food. Like, here, I'll show you. I'll give him a, oh shoot, I dropped the mealworm. Anyway, so hopefully he's in a good mood to come and get food. Normally, he's, like, right in the front. Let's see. Okay, so now he's more in the front. Anyway, I'd been training him kind of to stay in the front if he wants food, but that kind of stopped when I moved the, I guess I kind of stressed him out when I moved the thing around. But I have the mealworm here, and I'm going to see if he'll eat it, because that would just be so cool. I mean, it's really big. If he doesn't eat it, I guess I'm going to have to reach my hand in and grab it or something. But let's see if he thinks he can eat it. Eventually, I'll be feeding him stuff like feeder insects. Let's see. So can you guys see it there? Yeah. He's eyeing it. For sure. I'm just watching it through the camera. By the way, the stick in the back is, let's see. Here, I'll be quiet. Oh, is he gonna do it? He wants to. He's like so prepared to. I don't know if I'm like worrying him because I'm here, but like it's just gonna sit up there at the top until it breaks the water's surface and falls down. Anyway, so the stick in the back is just like a stick that I have behind the tank. It's not actually in the tank. So yeah, I was just gonna see if my bluegill would eat a mealworm. Doesn't look like he did, but he might later, so. Anyway, so now I'm going to kind of explain how the filter, if you want to call it a filter, kind of works. So I kind of based it off of a sponge filter, except the fact that I didn't want to have to like buy another filter. So instead of trying to make a sponge filter, because I don't think we had sponge and it would take like 100% silicone and stuff like that, that stuff I don't have and I don't want to have to go out and buy. So what I did is, instead of using like a PVC pipe, well, first of all, I'm going to explain what sponge filters do. So you take a air stone, which is the thing that pumps out all the bubbles that you see, and the tube that's going down, and you'll put that in the bottom. And I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I kind of have a rough understanding. The water will go in to replace the area where the bubbles are going out, and to get to that place to replace it, they have to go through a sponge. So that sucks the stuff basically into the sponge. Now, instead of using a sponge, I used a sock because I didn't have a sponge. And instead of using the PVC in the middle, I used a peanut butter jar because you had to close off the PVC on the bottom. And so I might be able to make it without doing that, so I just decided to use something that's already closed off on the bottom. So I drilled holes in the side of a small peanut butter jar. By the way, there's moss on top of it, and that's why there's like stuff sticking up. And it's probably pretty obvious, but I was just making sure you guys knew. Yeah, so I put holes at the top, and then I put holes in the sides, and then I put the air stone through a big hole in the side because I couldn't really get it through the top. By the way, this is right after we were in the field to feed the beluga the mealworm, and he keeps going up for it and stopping. Anyway, so yeah, I put it down in there, and I didn't only use the socks for filtration. I had some activated carbon, which is what is in like normal filter sponges and stuff like that. So I took that and I was going to just put it in there, but when I put it down in, all the activated carbon came out through the top, and it was terrible and horrible, and there was many mistakes in making this. So I put the activated carbon into another sock inside of the peanut butter jar. Then I put a rock, like a normal rock, on top of the air stone, which is, it's like you've probably seen it. It's the little like blue thing at the end of a oxygenator tube or whatever you want to call it. So then the whole filter would stay down, and as the bubbles go up, the like the poop and stuff from the tank go through the sock. Also, what the activated carbon does is it takes out like tannins. Like if you see, this tank's really clear because I don't have any wood, but that tank is like yellow colored water, which isn't necessarily bad. Actually, I've heard that fish like it because it's kind of more natural or something like that. But it's not exactly like preferred to look through like tea colored water, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's kind of how my filter works. I don't think there's anything else to it. I wanted to grow the this is just moss that I got from the same place I got these fish, and I just wanted to try to grow it onto the filter, and I don't know if it is, but I just stuck it inside the socks. So what's also good about these, you can probably grow plants onto it. I'm not sure. I know you can do it with a sponge filter, but they have many more like holes kind of thing, and with the sock it's a lot more dense. So that was just a real quick explaining of the filter and like why I have a sock in my or actually there's two in my tank, and it kind of works, and my fish are doing good. So this is an update and kind of explaining the sock, I guess. Hope you enjoyed. Hey guys, so I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I'm going to add this in because I don't know how long this will be, and it might be really long or it could be super short. I know like the shortest video that I put and called it a vlog was actually about these plants, my pothos, and it was only like 4 minutes long. So yeah, I just wanted to say over while I was at North Carolina, this started growing right out of my tank, and I thought that was kind of crazy. These plants are actually doing really good now. This one, which is like one of the two that I've added, is doing really nicely. This one's just been like going since I put it in here, and this one I don't think still hasn't grown any roots. But I'm not exactly sure which plant this is from, but if this grows out like that way, then I'll cut it off and then I'll put it into my second tank, because I really want to have like a plant growing out of there, like I already do, but like another one, because I think that'd be cool. Anyway guys, this is going to be the end of the video. If you like this video, like it down below. If you have any questions or concerns, put it in the comments below. And if you have not subscribed yet and you want more content, then subscribe. Thank you for watching.